Hey everyone, this is Kenji. I'm going to show you another real quick salad. So this is going to be a strawberry and queso fresco salad with some balsamic vinegar and olive oil. And we're doing it with some baby kale. It doesn't have to be baby kale. You could also use, say, spinach and strawberries really great, or even arugula and strawberries really good together. I think I saw this strawberry and spinach salad recipe in my family came by. I saw this recipe for a strawberry and spinach salad in my friend Deborah Krasner's book. It's called The Flavors of Olive Oil. Wonderful book. She also has a great book on designing home kitchens and a great book on meat, which I think has one of my, her book is about raising your own meat, but it has one of my recipes in it. Anyhow, The Flavors of Olive Oil, great book. And this recipe, or something similar to it, was in there. The idea of sort of baby greens, strawberries, olive oil. Oh, hold on. Sorry, my daughter just ran in desperately looking for her stickers, but my wife is helping her right now. Today is a pop-up preschool day, but I get time off to make lunch. Today we learned about suction cups by watching an old episode of Mr. Wizard and then playing around in the bathtub. All right, so look, baby greens, strawberries. I know in the past I've talked about how important it is to make a vinaigrette. I'm not going to do that in this case. All I'm going to do is toss everything in the same bowl together. So breaking some of the regular rules of salad making. I think I did the same thing with the watermelon salad I did the other day as well. So a little bit of salt. Coarsely cracked black pepper. I'm going to do some black sesame seed here. You can do regular sesame seed or no sesame seed at all. This is balsamic vinegar. So this is like the kind of aged kind. This is not the super fancy expensive stuff, but the aged kind that's kind of syrupy. So you don't want to use the really watery balsamic vinegar for this. If you are going to use the watery balsamic vinegar, in that case, I would make sort of a vinaigrette and put it in a bowl, whisk olive oil and a little bit at a time so you can thicken it up. But with this kind of thick stuff, or if you can buy balsamic syrup, which is generally cheaper. Sorry, that's my daughter again, probably looking for stickers. That stuff works too. Olive oil, balsamic vinegar. I'm gonna toss it up. And I'll toss it with here. I'll just add a little bit of lemon juice too. So balsamic vinegar, by the way, it comes in many different varieties. If you're buying it Italian stuff, you'll see a DOP label, which is the government protection label, saying that the balsamic vinegar is made the traditional way. Traditionally, it's made by aging it in barrels and kind of transferring it from one barrel to another as it starts to reduce. And over the course of time, it reduces and reduces and reduces. Becomes more and more concentrated in flavor, picks up fruitiness from the barrels, picks up a ton of, aged wood flavors. It could be a little bit more kale in there. And then eventually becomes this amazingly rich, thick, sweet, mildly acidic, beautiful stuff that is great on grilled meats. It's great on fruits. It's great on grilled vegetables. It's great on ice cream. It's great on everything. Unfortunately, it is extraordinarily expensive because of the process through which it's made and how much loss there is during the process. So it's a very long, time-consuming process. Not much of it is made in the world, and so it's very expensive. So instead, you can get some kind of. So what they do instead is they'll take the cheaper balsamic vinegar, which is more like a thin standard vinegar, and cook it down, often with sugar or other flavorings, into a syrup. So it doesn't have the complexity of real balsamic vinegar. Oh, this is just queso fresco, by the way. Crumbled queso fresco. Doesn't have the complexity of real balsamic vinegar, but it is much, much cheaper. That real balsamic vinegar can run a few $100s, for a bottle, for a few ounces of it. Very, very expensive. Whereas, something like this, I think this is probably like Safeway's fancy label. Yeah, signature. I don't know. Is it the Signature Select? It is the Safeway Select. Safeway's fancy balsamic, which is not as fancy as the real stuff, but not bad at all. check out the other side of my grilled cheese again. I like to let my grilled cheese go low and slow. Sweet, savory, and delicious. We're having this salad plus some grilled cheese for lunch today. Yeah, here you go. No, come on. Oh, Shabu got it. Here you go. Here, you get a whole strawberry. Come on, how about that? Yummy, yummy, yummy. All right. See you later.